Hey, welcome to your weekly Kiss from Kristen. I think this week you are going to really feel relief when you hear this message. That's what I think it is. It's about relief and hope. I'm Kristen Wood, your favorite body wellness coach, and I show up weekly with a Kiss from Kristen. It's a keep it super simple tip that you can implement. And when you start implementing each of these kisses, and maybe not each, but several of them, you are going to start to see a shift in your weight and your wellness journey. You're going to see a shift in how you're able to make choices. Because I help women that are ready to give up all the quick fix diet gimmick things that are out there on the market and really learn how to use the tools and the gifts that your body was designed with and use them for your advantage. Right now, when we follow everything out in the world, sometimes our body stops working the way that it was intended to work. So today I want to share with you that if you are on your weight loss journey and you feel like it's hard and maybe it's not even meant for you because it's such a struggle, I want you to know that it is for you and it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. What is really important, the skill that I really want you to hone in on and practice is the rebound skill. Now, I'm not talking basketball, even though if you do need to get movement in, basketball might be fun. But rebound is the time it's going to take for you to make the choice that is not so good until the time that you make the next good choice. You see, for me, I found myself, probably most of the time, I found myself Monday mornings, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be so healthy. I'm going to do all the right things and check off all the things I'm not going to do anymore. What am I going to do? And I'd get started, and within a day or 2 days, I'd made a mistake. Something didn't go right. I fell off the wagon and I was done. I'd scrap it and be like, it's not this week. This isn't a good week. I've got too much going on. I'll start Monday. I'll restart Monday. And then maybe it was a crazy weekend and Monday just wasn't going to work out. So I kept putting off doing the right things because I'd made a mistake. Um, and I hate to even call it a mistake, but I just didn't follow the plan. And so I scrapped the whole thing, decided I'd put it off. Well, what if you make a choice that's not totally to plan, but the next choice is a good choice? That is more important than being perfect all the time because we want to live life. And a common thing that I see when I talk to women, or I did this myself, so I'm not blaming it on other people, but because I totally did this. But when I wanted to start a new plan, it was making a list of all the things that I was going to give up, that I knew I was doing wrong, and I need to quit doing these things. And that's what I see a lot of women come to me with. Okay, I know I shouldn't do this, shouldn't do this, shouldn't do this. Well, let me explain what happens in your body when that starts. You may think all those things you want to quit are really bad things for you to be doing, but to your body, those serve a purpose. And when we try to say, I'm going to quit this and quit this and quit this, red flags just start coming up that, we're going to change, we don't want to change. Those things are there for a reason. If you take them away, then that need isn't going to be met. So, an example, I recently had a client come to me that she drinks water. She just doesn't drink enough water because what she really loves is her diet soda. So, let's focus on the things that you are doing well because you're not doing everything wrong. There are some things that you're doing right. So let's amplify those. So we looked at how much water was she currently drinking, where she needed to be and what was the baby step she could start taking to get closer to where she needed to be. So she was willing to increase her water intake. Now, I know that the goal is that we don't have the soda, but if that's a habit that her body has created for a reason and I say no soda, that's not going to happen. So she starts increasing her water intake, and what happens? The soda starts dropping off. Who would have thought? When we feed the things that we're doing good and we increase the quantity that we're doing those good habits, there's only so much time in a day. It automatically starts to fill up the time that you would be doing the things that maybe you shouldn't be doing. So that's why I want you to focus on the things that are good, weed out the bad that you can, and then at the end of the day, you're going to see that, okay, there's certain times that I really need that soda. It's not that I'm thirsty. I need that soda. And when you can weed out the things that don't matter and you're left with the habits that do matter, then we can start picking away at those. Okay, let me share a 4-step process on how you do that, how you start taking the habits that you don't want to be doing and making a shift so that you're changing them so that they're more empowering. So the first step is you get really clear on what is the habit that you don't want to be doing. And once you've fed all the good habits and you've been weeding out the bad habits, you're going to be able to recognize what are the things that you're doing. So maybe that soda at 2:30, you really want that soda, and that's like a craving that you have to have. So that's going to be the habit that you want to weed out. The second step is really looking at why am I doing that? Why is that important? What makes me be able to give up the soda in the morning, but that afternoon soda I have to have? Maybe is it because you're tired and it's going to give you a boost of energy? Maybe that's why it feels so important. Maybe it's because you have to go to the break room and you really enjoy the conversations that you have in the afternoon break room. And that's why you want that soda. What is the reason that's driving you to have that craving? Then the fun part starts. Step 3 is you get to really get curious. You really get to brainstorm. What's another way, a healthier way that I would still enjoy, but would move me closer to my goals to do versus having the soda in the afternoon? So you get to start playing around, brainstorming these ideas. In Habit Change, it's called coming up with a list of golden behaviors. So these are the ones that you want to do and are going to fulfill that same need. If it's you're having the soda because you're tired and you need a pick me up, what is something else? Is it some kind of snack? Is it some kind of movement? Is it some kind of reach out to a friend? What is something else that you can do at that time to just shift yourself enough that you're not thinking about that soda anymore, and then the craving goes away. So then the fourth thing is you implement. You pick which one of the ideas that you brainstormed on that you want to put into action to take that place. Does it work? It's an investigation. Does it work? If it doesn't work, then you go back to the list and you look at what is another option, and you find the one that is going to fill the need of. It's always something around love, safety, or belonging. That's what all of our habits are created for, because our body wants love, safety, and belonging. So what are you doing that habit? What is the purpose for? And coming up with a replacement. When you can focus on the things that you're doing well, that helps you just feel like you're winning. When you do something more that you already were doing and you're seeing results from that, it's a win. It keeps the ball rolling towards the positive, towards doing the correct thing over and over and over. If this feels like that worked for you, Kristen, but I don't know that it's going to work for me, it can work for you. If it feels too hard to do it on your own, that's why I'm here. That's why I've got one-to-one coaching. I've got group coaching. Reach out and see what's a fit for you. What could help you make these shifts? It doesn't have to be so big. I was just telling someone last week that small hinges swing big doors. It doesn't have to be this monumentous change that I'm giving up these 12 things that I had in my life so that I can live healthier. No, it can simply start with, I'm going to do this one thing that I'm doing well twice as much, and then double it again. Find the things that you're doing well and amplify them so that they start weeding out the things that aren't moving you closer to your goals. I hope you got something from this tip. If you love it, make sure that you're inviting your friends, your family, your girlfriends that are complaining about how they didn't lose the summer weight and now we're going to be going into fall. Invite them into the group and share me with them. I'd appreciate it, and I bet they will too. So I will see you next week with another Kiss from Kristen. Bye-bye.